beautiful butterflies. Right, you'll need to collect a large milk bottle, some pegs, needle and thread, plasticine, and if you've got a cocktail stick, that will come in useful. For your colour, why not collect all waterproof packaging, things like plastic bags, labels, plastic straws, cellophane, biscuit wrappers. Really go for that colour and recycle materials. You'll also need a glue stick, your needle and threads, and then anything else you've got around the house to help you decorate your moths and butterflies, things like ribbon or bits of fabric, pipe cleaners. So you've got your scissors, and if you have got a hole punch, that's great because you can create little holes for small children or anyone with additional needs to sew in and out of. Right, let's go. Get ideas for your moth or butterfly designs. Cut the top and bottom off a large plastic milk bottle and cut along and open out, then fold in half. You can use the textures of the bottle in your design. Then you need to cut out a letter B for your wings. Open out and see if you're happy with the shape. Now you can decorate using all the waterproof materials to make the patterns for your wings. To make two of everything, fold your materials in half. Use your shape as a template to draw around so your patterns fit nice when you cut them out. Use glue to hold your wing patterns in place. And now make your sewing holes. Place your wings onto the plasticine. Using a cocktail stick or a large needle, poke holes into your wings. Create a pattern on your moth or butterfly. Turn it over just to make sure that the holes are okay. And then for sewing, thread your needle and you'll need to make a knot at the end of the thread. Use the holes to sew, so push the needle into the back of your design and pull the thread all the way through, and you can create new holes again by piercing the plastic using the plasticine to avoid hurting your fingers. When you finish sewing sections of your patterns, you'll need to tie it off, so you need to push your needle under one of the stitches, create a loop, and then put your needle back through the loophole and pull it tight. And you do this 2 times to create a knot. So push the needle under a stitch, pull it tight to create a loop, then push your needle back through the loop and pull it tight. And then you'll need to cut the ends off. So now using your materials, you can get really creative, again folding things over in half and then cutting them out so you get 2 of everything, and you can start layering things up. You can use old beads or buttons, anything just to decorate them, and just make sure that it's made well so it lasts long outside. So your peg needs to be attached to the body of the moth or butterfly, so we need to mark out 2 sets of sewing holes that are about 1 centimetre apart along the fold line. Turn it over and push through your needle and thread through one of the holes, making sure that you've got a tail, and then turn it over again and sew through. Again pulling through and making sure you've got a tail, and then cut. Take one of the tails and poke it through the hole of the peg, the mouth of the peg, and tie the 2 tails together, creating a knot. And don't worry if they're loose, that will get sorted later. And now cut off any of the straggly ends. Right, using those holes again, let's tie down the other part of the peg, making sure that we're not trapping the arms of the peg so it still works. And again, don't worry if it's loose, because when you turn it over you can use those big stitches to create the body, so you can push a straw underneath the big stitches, or you can use wire or fabric. So once you've trapped your materials, just cut it into shape. You can add some eyes on as well. You can either use a waterproof pen or you can tie or sew something on. So experiment, have lots of fun. They will last outside, so make sure you make them well and you don't become a litter bug. And enjoy pegging them outside.